And now Ori actually has an item to be able to displace himself a little bit too. He's gotten the Hurricane Pike finished up on this sniper. Because as we saw in the last fight, if he gets collapsed on, he's absolutely dead still.
See
this ward does see all of KEeN up here right now.
It does. It gives VICI this valuable information. They hover around the north side of that tier 2. KEeN Gaming could get baited into going for a defense. Unlikely though, with how close the Spectre is to his Radiance. They don't want to mess around. They need to get that done. Just about, yeah, just over 1,000 gold, and the recipe will be there. But VICI Gaming, they're looking to play fast with that Aegis. They do not want to give that opportunity for the Radiance to be completed.
No, they have to know a play is happening around the bottom side of the map because they have that ward vision. So they can look for someone here and hunt, and Dark will be the one to actually break the smoke. They won't be able to find him.
And Kaka as well with the roll away. Will be able to separate himself up top, old 11. He's found his old friend here. And in fact, he is gone. That's a big one. Paparazzi actually
had it, like majority of the heroes there, but they want Old Chicken to get involved in it, and that I believe is him getting the last hit, and it is him finishing the Radiance after a couple more creeps. But if he pushes out too far mid, they could look to go on him. Very scared.
They do have some means, of course, VICI Gaming to help against that Radiance fade. Of course, with that completed Pipe of Insight. There is elements of magic resist there in that sense, and block to keep their cores alive, make sure that Paparazzi has a chance of being able to get the Jingo up and potentially kill off the Spectre before a lot of the damage is done.
Yeah, it is an incredibly valuable BKB or pipe game. I mean, you look at KEEN's draft and there's not really any physical damage on them. It's all magical. Even later stages of the game, sure, Spectre, you start to build it up from there, but even then, Spectre's physical damage is weird. It's not your usual, like, straight up hard carry. It's just this very AoE dispersed kind of damage that comes out from your passives.
Old 11 having to stay very hidden.
He's recovered pretty well though, right? That Atos has definitely paid off, gotten him a couple extra setups to look for the kills and going close toward a Vanguard. I mean, Crimson Guard's going to be pretty value versus a Sniper and a Monkey King always.
He cannot afford to show himself here though, with the 4 heroes pushing in. And this timer where there's no horn, it's not time to fight. We'll TP out before get the full vision and any potential for an assassinate or glimpse to cancel it.
They have to be so careful when they are doing those split pushes on the side just because of this glimpse. The potential to get outnumbered easily on the side of KEEN when they do not have Haunt available is definitely there as they're invading right now. Kaka.
Found Kaka. Setups there, DY. He'll have more than enough control. Using the Static Storm as well to make sure that they get this kill. He cannot roll away too much magical damage with the Thunderstrike, the Veil. Kaka will pop. See how much can be done whilst one hero is down on KEEN Gaming.
Fade is going to be so farmed in this game on VICI too. So they're going to have 4 cores. I mean, he's already pretty much up there with the Sanking.
Paparazzi will just walk up and take a kill on Dark. Both supports gone. A little bit of a window where KEEN Gaming have to play incredibly defensive unless they get Ori on his own. He is totally on his own pushing down on that bottom, but still very hard for them to get on top without Kaka in the game.
He's got an Aegis too, and there is ways for them to kind of collapse there, so a bit scary for KEEN still to make an aggressive play. Tough game, it really is. Every time they do split up on the map, like we said, there's just so many different ways for VICI to jump around and catch them with their high mobility. And VICI, they're just looking to find these BKBs so they can fight versus that high magic damage that we're talking about from KEEN. They almost have a BKB on the Razor too, so at least he'll have a little bit more of a presence in being able to actually be a frontliner in these matchups, but there is this there's such high physical on VICI still for this Razor.
I mean, yeah, if he can BKB and just walk on top of the Sniper or the Monkey King with the static link.
Yeah, as long as he can get on him.
Yeah. Which, yeah, certainly is going to be hard to do so, especially with smaller things like the Sprout being able to hold him back. Yeah. Control them if they haven't got methods of cleaning out the trees.
This is definitely a timing, though, for them. They've got the BKB, they've got Haunt, they've got Radiance.
This is the fight for KEEN.
Yeah,
if they're going to start swinging the game around, this will be where it happens.
Aegis reclaimed in about 10 seconds as well, so they're trying to time all of it together for themselves here. Old Chicken is kind of showing himself up top. He's still smoked, but he revealed a dagger and he's Radiance burning the creep. So they know the Spectre's top in the smoke, so now they have to expect this.
Yeah, a lot of pings coming out on him as well. As it looks like KEEN won't be able to find any of the bigger targets. Well, Yang is still on his own, but with a blink and a TP, the whole smoke movement from KEeN Gaming will be circumvented by VICI. Not to be caught out by that one, KEeN Gaming will have to try again another time.
They at least got a deep ward down during that smoke, so they can keep some tabs of where VICI is, and it was not dewarded. It's actually a bit of a different one. I don't see that one too often. And they know that the movement's going top. You see the line is drawn immediately from Dark. They probably know that VICI's playing up in that top jungle at the moment anyway.
I mean, for VICI Gaming, it's how much of a rush is there against this Spectre? Is it a game where at a certain point the Spectre is just going to do so well against sort of the Sniper and the Monkey King in terms of just getting on top of them with the Haunt that you do not want to let this one go late? Or are you still pretty relaxed if you're VICI with the lead you have?
I think you're still pretty relaxed, it's just because you have that lead, and I actually have seen Snipers itemize versus Spectres. It's not great, but you throw a Satanic in your build and you can try to go for it, but Old Chicken now getting ran down here.
Trying for him. They get the glimpse back as well onto him. Into the boundless, Old Chicken's gone. The exact catch that they'd hoped for. Getting rid of the Spectre. They may lose a hero in return as Yang, initiated on by Kaka. He'll go down. Without the Spectre, will certainly put KEeN Gaming off trying to make any other plays happening. Fade TPing away. The rest of VICI Gaming will get out. But also KEeN being able to take away Yang, that could make it a little harder for VICI to fight back. Fade straight back in with the TP. BKB delivered to Paparazzi. Paparazzi hanging around with the ult, will be silenced, but with that BKB delivery, he's ready to return the fire as he goes towards Kaka. He tries to lead him with the BKB, but he's taking a lot of damage. He has to keep his distance. Dark's now the focus. He's got a death ward down. Ori popping the BKB, snipes down the Witch Doctor, looks towards Yi. Razor's dead as well. As Old 11, he'll try his best to run, but Paparazzi, he'll chase this one forward, jumps in with the Primal Spring. Haunt is now used as the Spectre's back in the game, but already there's 3 dead on KEeN Gaming. Desperately looking for Ori. They will get the Sniper, but they may lose everything for this here as Old Chicken, the only one left alive on KEeN. He'll try for the TP out, but the damage is too much. VICI Gaming get the team wipe.
Oh man, those BKBs, we talked about how important it can be for VICI when they get those, and we just saw the difference there.
Yeah, getting out and just in time for Paparazzi. It literally was just delivered to him.
I think for Ori as well, for the Sniper, it was just delivered like just a few moments before that too, and he got bouldered on, he got maledicted, he got cast, he had a death ward hitting him, and then he just pops BKB, isn't able to turn the fight, and now this could just be a Rax. There's nothing available for KEeN. They expended absolutely everything in that fight.
And the whole team fight's gone for KEeN Gaming. No Haunt, no surprise measures to use against this push from VICI Gaming. They'll take a tier 3. They will back off as KEeN Gaming do respawn as the 5-man. But now a 14k lead and the base beginning to get opened up by VICI.
And we see more and more of that quad core that I was talking about. We see Fade has surpassed Yang on the Sand King by a significant margin, almost having a full sheepstick finished up on this NP. 9-2 and 15. He's having a really good game. 24 out of the 29 kills. Is always involved with that Wrath of Nature. And that also allows you always to not really feel as threatened, right? You're like, oh, we're versus Spectre, late game can be a bit concerning, but when you've got this 4th core farming incredibly well, you just definitely do feel more comfortable. And yeah, they've got such a good lead right now anyway, so they're probably not thinking too much about that later stage just yet.
Paparazzi quickly in and quickly out, KEeN Gaming. And they look to go for this. He's trying to at least poke out potentially a BKB charge from Paparazzi, but he's holding on to it. He's not spooked as of yet. On the high ground, Dark looking towards both Yang and Ori, but Ori just turns and just peeps him down, snipes away the Witch Doctor. KEeN Gaming, they've had 1 casualty already. They need to make sure they don't give up anything more. They will be careful, getting back towards the high ground. Old 11 trying to stand as the wall between VICI and KEeN. But so much action going in favor of VICI Gaming. They've had control of pretty much the entire game. That Radiance pickup hasn't seemed to be big enough to allow KEeN Gaming to get back a hold of these team fights.
No,
it's just not enough with the sort of the deficit that they're at.
And it's so scary, you know, we mentioned how Yi, he went for the hood, he went for the BKB. Sure, he's got all this mitigation versus the magic damage, but there's so much physical damage still that comes out from VICI that he runs in and he just starts getting peeped by the Sniper, hit by some of the Wukongs, and even the NP, right-clicking him a couple times. It all does add up. So he's really struggling to be that frontliner for his Spectre to kind of just pick off the back line. Epi?
Do try for the Epi, but already backing up.
He
finds a different target. He's able to get in onto Yi instead, and Yi just goes down. He'll take that. Didn't get the Spectre jump, but a Razor jump is just as good. Old 11 slowed up by the Echo Saber. Paparazzi's on him. 11 is dead.
They found Kaka too.
There'll be the buyback from Yi. Kaka tries to roll his way out of it. They have the Haunt, the Silence, but Paparazzi's got the Wukong's command down. BKB popped by Ori. BKB from Yi trying to get on top of the sniper. Will be able to keep the static link going. They'll look towards Yang. Yang uses himself up. Old Chicken's still alive. They'll kill him off. Paparazzi triple kill. The Wukong's command continues to do work, but he'll finally fall. KEeN Gaming, they get the Monkey King. They'll look towards Ori. Ori standing his ground, sniping down Kaka, looks towards Yi, but Ori's gone. 3-man burst strike from Yang. Is there any follow-up? He's got the Sandstorm, but they've got the detection. KEeN Gaming, they'll kill off 4. Ooh. They strike back hard.
2 buybacks needed for them to be able to do that one, but they get everything in the midst of it. They were all clumped together.
Maybe had to pick up some freebies on the back of this fight. Dark is ticking down to the Spirit Vessel. Nature's Wrath bounces in. Fade will clean up another. Holding on to that advantage, but definitely signs that KEeN can take a fight. And as you say, it is with those buybacks in play. They have to use the extra units to actually get on top. But they do manage to do it. They kill off Paparazzi, Ori, Yang, these 3 big cores that have been having quite a free game so far.
Yeah. And Ori in that fight, too. Ori was just sitting in the back, just peeping away. He had all the attention focused onto the Monkey King, so he was able to just sit back there shooting, but he was in the AoE of that Atrophy Aura, so the damage is reduced significantly, and it really was VICI just clumped inside of a pretty tough place to fight versus what KEeN had at that moment, right? They have the Firestorm going down, they have the Magnetize spreading, so it's a lot of damage in that small little area. And it was after the Wukong, of course, was starting to end, too.
And you never know, I mean, with the importance of the BKBs of VICI Gaming, if KEeN Gaming can keep the game going, make sure these BKB durations get lower and lower. Old 11, he's able to get the ult off before the Static Storm's laid down, so he'll TP himself out of there back home. Gets away from that Static Storm play. Not quite quick enough there from the Disruptor. But yeah, the BKBs start to get low. KEeN Gaming, they definitely have that sort of later game window where they can really punish the VICI Gaming cause if VICI cannot sort of fight perfectly around the durations. As soon as the BKBs are down and out, they are vulnerable to KEEN's heroes. Yeah, definitely. Just continuing to watch Fade in this game as this Nature's Prophet. I mean, I've mentioned it so many times. He's just so farmed. He's even level 20 already early on. So now the frequency of his ulti, 45 seconds, that 25% cooldown reduction talent, very strong when you have a Hex on top too. So another factor that KEeN does have to watch out for. As they are immediately smoking with a, I believe that is a fresh picked up Blade Mail? Yeah, fresh Blade Mail on Yi. So one of those ways we've seen Blade Mails versus Snipers quite a lot, of course, in the past. And a full Manta for Old Chicken, so they're starting to pick up these items, but still at that 16K deficit. But the experience is starting to trickle down. Big smoke, though, by VICI. See if they can jump Dark in position really to block off any sort of smoke movement from the low ground. KEeN Gaming do have that favorable position. VICI will wrap around the south, but nobody else is over this half of the map. KEeN Gaming very much prepared. They've gotten more auras too. I believe the mech was picked up a bit not too long ago as well for Old 11, so some more sustain as mid. They do find G. They have the chain locked down with the Boundless, but he's still able to get the BKB off after it. They'll look towards Yang. Karsk is out, rooted as well by Old 11. He'll use himself up. VICI Gaming, can they help him out? Roll forward from Kaka. They killed off the Sand King. Yang is dead. With the glimpse onto Yi, BKB's now well off. There's the Cypher Vice follow-up. Paparazzi coming in with the BKB and the Wukong's command. Yi is dead, down for 100 seconds. Kaka as well in trouble. They've lost 2, no buybacks. Yang's in with the Burrow Strike. The that's Witch Doctor dead. Spectre's gone. Fori dead, no buyback. Only the Witch Doctor that can buy back into this. This should be the window for VICI Gaming to at least take some racks away from KEeN. It doesn't look like the best Wukongs at first, but then they just get the glimpse after the BKB's over, and he's straight back in. KEEN's forced to fight, and now no buybacks available. This is easily 2 racks, if not just the game. We'll see how much more the VICI Gaming feel they can go for. The racks taken them. We'll make sure they at least get 1 set of racks. It looks like they're pinging out the top, so not going straight for the game. Playing the safer route. Looking to make sure that they can just increase their advantage. They know that there are 2 short cooldowns, both Witch Doctor and the Earth Spirit back in the game in under 10. Is he trying to glimpse someone out of the fountain there? Okay, I don't know. I love seeing those type of plays when people respawn and you glimpse them all the way out, but they will play it safe, get those 2 racks, and now it's a 24K gold advantage. And I think they killed the Courier before that fight started, and I think it was the Manta. Yeah, it was the Manta finished on the Spectre too, so costly for KEEN as VICI has full control. They really do. And they'll place the advantage as well. Back up, take the Roshan. No way that KEEN gets over to this pit unless they do some sort of crazy horn play. but it would be a huge risk. They need that Haunt in so much to just have a chance of winning the fights. They have to make sure that the next fight is absolutely perfect. Otherwise, this game is going to be over for KEeN.
And it's into Aegis and Cheese now, which is going to make it that much harder. As we see our four, oh man, I'm just waiting for Fade to hit that #1 net worth position, man. Our 4 position is almost there. Paparazzi looking to invade.
Oh, the boundless onto the 2 of them. Paparazzi, BKB, and the Wukong's command is out. They will TP over to the shrine. They'll look to get the squishy first onto DY. Kaka getting punched down, able to roll away. DY is still alive for now. There's the Hex play coming out from Fade, locking down old 11. He's still running with the Crimson Guard. He's trying to get out, but the boundless strike finishes him. KEeN Gaming, 3 dead. No buybacks once again. Still, I'll call it. There it is. GG well played is called. And VICI Gaming take this game 1, and pretty darn convincingly as well.
Yeah, they got the lane setups that they wanted. The sniper maybe not doing as good as they expected, perhaps. You know, Grant was talking about the sniper's going to destroy the matchup. It went pretty even, but overall, game plan looked pretty solid. They got the lanes they wanted, and they were ahead the entire game. They were just dictating the pace.
They really were. Poor old 11 tackling him with the bans, with the plays. They shut him out of the whole game. Did manage to sort of climb